Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rosie and I'm a Christian and I make YouTube video, as you can see. Today is my first video in English and I wanted to talk about failure because it's something that we've all been through. I've been recently in something very difficult and I feel like since I've learned a lot of stuff that I can share it with you guys. So maybe you are experiencing something difficult, you've been failing recently, and I just feel like this is my duty, to share what I've learned from God to you so that you also can learn and move on with your life. So recently I have set a lot of goals to myself and I was telling myself, like, you have to fulfill this goal. You should not fail. You cannot fail. You have to be strong. You cannot fail. You are not allowed to fail. And I was telling that to myself, and then I reached a point where no matter how hard I was trying, no matter how much effort I was putting into, I kept failing and I was depressed, and I asked God and I was like, oh God, I've been trying so hard. I've been putting so much effort into this thing and I kept failing. Why aren't you helping me? Why are you leaving me like that? You said you will always be with me, but where are you? I can't find you. And I was asking myself, I was telling this stuff to myself, and then I just want to tell you today that it's okay to fail. Even the most successful people on this earth have failed one time in their life, and it's okay to fail, but it's your decision to decide if you want to stay in that position of failure or if you want to get up and move to the next level, because I believe failure comes to teach us a lesson and to teach us how to move into another level. I believe failure always comes with a lesson, and it is your decision to decide if you want to learn that lesson or if you want to stay where you are. So I want us to go like in the book of Joshua. I'm just gonna give a little background. Moses was supposed to bring the people of Israel to the promised land, but he died, and Joshua was working with him, was watching him. So when Moses died, God told Joshua, I want you to lead my people into the promised land. And Moses was like such a great man of God. Everyone knew he was intimate with God. Everyone knew he knew God. He was talking in the name of God. He did a lot of stuff. He opened like the Red Sea and plenty of stuff. So that was difficult to come and replace that man of God. It was a challenge, and I felt like when I was reading, I just felt like God was telling Joshua, be strong, a lot of times. So I felt like Joshua was in a difficult position. He was asking himself if it was worth it, and God kept telling him, you have to be strong, you have to be courageous, you cannot be afraid. Joshua 1:6-9 if you want to read, but what I'm saying is mostly from verse 9. God was telling Joshua, you have to be strong. I command you to be strong. I command you to be courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for I will be with you in everything that you will do. And I was just reading that, and I just told to myself, I have to be strong and courageous in that situation. Even if I keep failing, I believe there is a reason why I keep failing. I believe there is something that God wants to teach me. So I have to be strong and I have to listen to my Father. I have to sit. I don't know if you're a Christian, I don't know if you're a religious person, but it still doesn't matter, because I believe that if you're going through failure, there is something you need to learn to move to the next level. And you have to sit down, you have to examine yourself, and you have to ask yourself, why am I going through that? And I am a Christian, so I was asking God, because I believe God will always be with me, and he knows like what I'm going through. And I was asking him, like, God, why am I going through such time? And I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. God talked to me, God spoke to me. He told me, do not be afraid. Even if you are going through this time, this difficult situation, it is to teach you something. It is to bring you to the next level. So trust me, do not be discouraged, because when you come close to God, you have to believe that he is able. You have to believe that whatever you are going through, God is able to bring you out of that situation. God is able to take you from that situation and bring you to the next level. So I was like, okay, God, you promise you will always be with me. You promise that I should be strong, so I will do it because I trust you and I know you will talk to me. You will show me the way. So my encouragement to someone who is going through such a difficult time, trust God, because it will always be with you. He promised that it will always be with you in everything that you will do. So even if you keep failing, Keep doing it. Keep pushing and pray, and God will take your hand and bring you to the promised land. God will take your hands and bring you to the promised land. So yes, I just wanted to encourage you. I hope I helped you somehow, and I pray that God bless you, and I will see you next time for the next video. Bye.